There are many ways to get the things we want in life, but you see, attitude will always win. Hi, guys, my name is Maya, and you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe so that you can get to see more of my videos in relation to emotions, your attitude, and your tact. Okay, so what is attitude? Attitude is a combination of our thoughts, our feelings, and our behaviors um, that shape how we respond to people and life situations. And of course, today we are talking about positive attitude. And you wonder, why is it even a topic? Why is it important? It's important because it's good for you and it's good for me. Okay, so what I mean by that is you learn in the process how to relate better with people. So it helps your relationship with people, and then it helps your health, your mental health, even your physical health on the long run. All right. So yes, it's important. Like I said in the beginning, attitude will always win. Attitude will always win. Have you ever wondered why some organizations, when they want to hire, they opt for referrals first? It's because um, they believe that beyond skill and beyond what the person puts out in their CV, the referrer must have had an experience, something good to testify about the person they're referring to, be able to refer. And because they also hold the referrer in high esteem, they would want to hold on to that first before whatever is written or is even spoken. Maya Angelou once said, or once wrote, I used to read many of her quotes, and then I remember one, she said, people might not remember what you said or what you did, but they always remember how you made them feel. And I think that's really profound because many times it's the experiences that stay, with people in people's mind. And that's why it's important for us to pay attention to how we are perceived, right? You're not trying to fake it, or you're not trying to be who you're not. But at the same time, you are working on yourself, to be that person that is so strong and so positive about how they see themselves and also how they relate to people. That itself is very, very, very powerful. Okay, so now that we have learned why it's important for us to groom our attitude to the point where it becomes really healthy and positive, another thing that is important to note is our mindset. Mindsets are the foundation for for a positive attitude. Our mindsets are how the things we believe, the combination of our belief system. Um, each day we interact with the world, we interact with people, we interact with our family, we interact with the media now, and there are certain things we pick and we accept and we believe, and those things form our mindset, right? You can choose to see it as a mental filter. So you interact with the world, it's passing through it. You interact with people, it's passing through a filter, and whatever it is you retain, those are the things that form your mindset. And that's why it's easier when this mindset or this growth mindset is instilled in a child at a tender age, right? Growing up with the mindset of you know with a positive mindset that grows your attitude at a tender age is really, really, really important, because it's easier for a child to imbibe those things. You're not questioning too many things, even though the children of this century now they are not just the same. They say they say we are giving birth to our ancestors now. We're giving birth to our ancestors, yeah. So, but at a tender age, you're not questioning so many things, you know. Well, as an adult, you want to question, why is this so? Why do I have to believe this, right? So at a tender age, it's easier for parents or guardians to imbibe, you know, a positive mindset that can influence the attitude of a child, and then the child grows up with that mindset. Even though the thing about mindset is at different points, you still have to make choices, right? You decide, do I want to continue with this belief or not? Do I want to continue this mindset or not? Um, I've heard of people that were given birth to as Muslims and eventually became Christians, and some other life decisions people make at different points in their lives as they grow up and as they become adults. I remember as a child, I remember in primary school, I got an award for best behaved. If you ask me, I can't remember what exactly I did to, earn that award, right? But I also know very well that I was raised, by a very disciplined parent, and without knowing the reason why I was doing some of those things, I just did them because I was trained to do them, right? Getting into secondary school as well, at the um, dormitory level, I also got an award for best behaved, and I'm like, okay, something is working. And then that was the point where I became conscious of the fact that um, these things can be um, these things can be lived on, right? You can continue, with this decision, right? Whether people are watching to give me an award or not, I can actually choose to stay, on this path, and so getting into university, nobody sends you, you're on your own. Right? Nobody, you're just on your own at the university level. Nobody really cares. Nobody is looking out to give you any award whatsoever. And so that was a point where I had the chance to make the choice whether to continue with with this mindset, or to drop it off and then pick up new beliefs and pick up new behavioral patterns. And of course, I chose to continue. And many years down the line now, I'm very glad I made that choice. And it's a choice I will encourage any other person to make because I have seen the results, I have seen the rewards now. So now what are the attitudes that would always win? I'm going to share 5 today, and I hope you find them helpful. Number 1, embrace continuous learning. People who embrace continuous learning remain adaptable and they always stay ahead of the curve. I understand the challenge about learning many times is we don't want to come out of our comfort zone. We just want to stay on the path where we're already doing well and we're already doing great and we're already known for, being the Superman or the Superwoman in that area. But then you never know where you find yourself, right? A person with a growth mindset, a person who wants to win with their attitude is a person that is open to learning, who is a constant student of knowledge. This thing I say about knowing a little about everything. I think that is one, you know, mindset or one attitude that will help you stand out among many people, right? The attitude that would help you to remain at the top of the curve. I know another frustration when it comes to learning can be, oh, all the ones I have learned, what have I done with it? What you have done with it is it has become your knowledge. You can now even begin to teach it if you become so solid in it, right? And on this subject, I'll just advise that whenever you open up to a new line of knowledge, like you're trying to learn something new, try to learn it in depth, right? Try to have a good grip on it, right? So that if you have to defend the fact that you have knowledge, in that thing, you can actually defend it well, right? Because it won't, it's not too good for your integrity, or it's not too good for you as a person. And when you say you can do something and then you come out and time to show that you can actually do it, you're like shaky, and like you might just lose even more opportunities or more referrals in the future, right? So number two, remain committed. Remain committed. Okay. So now you have chosen to learn something new. Please remain disciplined and committed to that line of craft. I think I subtly mentioned this in the first point. Remain disciplined and committed to that line of craft, because how exactly do you want to stand out when you're just starting and then you're dropping off because it's not looking like, I can relate with all the challenges that come with learning and learning something new. I'm a student of knowledge. I'm a student of knowledge, and I love to learn. I love to explore. I love to try something. In fact, as you're saying, this one is new, it's difficult. Don't go there. I want to go there and see how difficult it is, and let me know what will happen. When I have tried. And so one thing I would say that has helped me through, all the things I've been able to learn in my lifetime, as if I'm old, in my lifetime, I would say is commitment. Commitment. Commitment to each, line of craft I pick per time, right? It might get really frustrating at some points in your learning, but what is that thing? Many times, and one thing that helps me with this is I always ask myself, why did I even choose to learn this in the first place, right? Why did I choose to learn this? And many times that helps me to fall back and fall well. And each time I fall back, picking up, coming up stronger, right? It is not another motivation, but it's me reminding you that commitment on the long run would help you stand out, right? So see it as when you're going back, yes, you failed, no problem, but you're going back and you're going back to come out better. So you're not going to make the mistakes you have made before, right? I have a friend I would always say, even if you come back still not knowing how to do it, then you come back knowing how not to do it, right? I don't know if I got that right, but something in that line, right? So each time you fall, please go back, remain committed to it until you've gotten what you have set, as your goal out of that project. And that's why it's important to set realistic goals per time, right? Don't go and set something that will choke you and then you're not achieving it and then you're already losing your self-confidence, right? So set realistic goals, and each time you're losing the grip or you're losing the favor, you're losing the spice, in that line of knowledge you just picked, you can always fall back to your plan, your goal, um, the goal you have set, why you chose, that line of knowledge. And remember, at the end of the day, you're grooming yourself, you're working on yourself, you're working on your resilience, you're working on your grit. So yeah, stay committed to that line of craft. Number three, how can you be doing all these things without accountability partners, without a great community that has similar vision as you, that has a similar vision as you? How exactly can you be doing that? So my number three is keep a great community of people, a good community of like-minded people, right? You don't want to do any of this alone, right? Remember, you're trying to grow a positive attitude, you're trying to stand out, and you may not be able to do that alone. You need some form of push, in your family, in your career, in your personal growth, and any of those things. Because remember, success is not one-sided. Success is not just in career. Success can be in family as well. Success can be in your health. Success can be in your relationship with other people, right? So when I'm talking about winning attitudes, we're not just talking career-wise. You want to groom your attitude such that you're happy with yourself, and that can also build your self-confidence, right? And also, help you relate with people better. Okay, so yeah, keep a healthy community in line with your vision, in line with all the things you have set to do. Number four, be pleasant. Now, this is a topic on its own because a whole lot of things, a whole lot of things can stem out of this, but I'm just going to summarize it. Be pleasant, be welcoming enough. How do you want to interact with people, right? Because yes, I mentioned at the beginning that you're grooming your attitude not just for yourself, but also for people. You meet people, you interact with people, people refer you, it's people that refer you, right? And that's why it's called reference. People are referring you. You cannot refer yourself, right? You need to also learn to be a pleasant person. Pleasant in the sense that you learn to be welcoming. Smile. How can you interact with people and you're not smiling? So that's the way your face is. And you're not even making any efforts to, learn how to smile. Or even if you're not smiling all the time, to show that you are welcoming enough, right? I've really met a lot of people, and when I look at how some people receive people or respond to people, you just know that nah, this one still has work to do when it comes to, learning how to be a welcoming person, right? You can tell how welcoming a person is by the way they, respond, or the way they receive people, or the way they respond to people. You can tell, and it's obvious. It's not even something that can be hidden. People are chatting you, you're giving one answers. Someone told you you're not feeling fine, and you never checked on the person. You never, you see people attending, ceremonies, apart from, yes, they're celebrating the person, somehow low key, they also want to mark their presence, right? So all of these things are important. When you're relating with people, you cannot just say, I beg, this is how I am. This is how I have always known how to do things. This is how we do it in my family. No, this one is no longer your family. You see, they're not going to refer your family, they're going to refer you. So how are you interacting with people? How are you positioning yourself to be a pleasant person, not a people pleaser, mind you, but a pleasant person that people always want to be in your corner, a person that people always want to interact with. So I was telling the story of how the awards I got in primary school, secondary school, and at university level, I still chose to continue in that line, even though there were no awards. But yeah, one thing I observed is I would always have people around me. So it meant that that thing still worked. And that's how you know that you're pleasant. People don't mind your presence, right? Some people come and just can't wait. You just can't wait to have them out of your um, space. Why? Because maybe they keep crossing boundaries and you're not comfortable with it and all of that. You can actually learn to be a pleasant person. You can actually learn to respond nicely. You can actually learn to choose your words correctly. You can actually learn to smile. You can actually learn to check up on people. So you're just on your own. You don't want to invite people over. You don't want to attend their own event. And you still want them to refer you or to mention you somewhere. You don't even know who does things similar to what you're doing. You're not even in any form of network group. You're not in any form of community, both church, career, and you just want to be on your own. How? How do you want to do this thing? How do you want to do this life like this? It's not going to work, right? So one attitude I always with is a welcoming attitude. You want to be that person that is welcoming and pleasant, where people are happy to be around you. No negative energy. You know, there's some bad energy, stay far away. Yeah, no negative energy around you. You're just peaceful and you're pleasant and you're being yourself, right? So that is one attitude you want to pick as well. Number five and the last, be a person of gratitude. Oh my God, how do I how do I explain this? You need to be a person of gratitude. Be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for the people around you. Be grateful to God. Be grateful to yourself, right? Encourage yourself, celebrate your small wins. You see, this attitude will always win. This attitude will always win. You have done this, you have made your own efforts, you have tried to do this and tried to do that. Appreciate your little efforts. Be grateful to yourself and be grateful to God. What happens is there's just this spark when you stay in gratitude, where you're not focusing on all your efforts or all the things you have tried and failed at, where your focus is on God and your gratitude is on God. At this point, you're not focusing on yourself or anything you've done. And that's what I love about gratitude. At the point of gratitude, you're not overwhelmed by all that is happening and all that is present at the moment, but your focus is on God and all the good things you have done and all the things that God has given you that you cannot give yourself, right? So you want to be a person of gratitude where you channel your heart, your mind, your soul on the things that you cannot give yourself, right? At that point, you're easing off energy. You're calming your spirit, you're calming your soul, you're easing off energy. There is no pressure anywhere at the point of gratitude. See, at the phase of gratitude, there's no pressure. You're not in competition with anyone. You're not under any pressure to do anything. It's just you and your God and thanksgiving. You're giving God thanks. Be a person of gratitude. Be grateful to God. Be grateful to yourself. Yes, sometimes stop and tell yourself thank you. Tell yourself well done. You have tried. You have tried. You have tried. You have tried. So I hope with all these points you're able to win with your attitude. I'm rooting for you and I'm looking out for you. I trust that you're becoming a better person and I'll be here to rejoice with you. So God bless you. Thank you for watching. I'm so grateful you stayed to this and to this point. Please do it to subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe. I will not come back to you. I will not come back again. I will not share anything again. Okay, please do. Please subscribe and thank you so much. Until some other time. It's bye for now.